The Galaxy Watch series has been pretty much the same since the launch of the Watch 4 with Wear OS. Yes, there is an anomaly called the Galaxy Watch 5 Pro, but today we have something that I think succeeds the Watch 5 Pro, and that is the new Galaxy Watch Ultra. There are a lot of discourse on the internet over this watch, and we're going to talk about them in today's video alongside with my findings, experience and thoughts about the Watch Ultra. So hit that like button and share this video with your friends, as it really helps us out a lot since we do not have any sponsors. And now let's talk about the biggest elephant in the room first, the design. Samsung still retains the circular screen on the Galaxy Watch Ultra, but it now has a squircle body. Yes, squircle is a word. It is a combination of square and circle, hence the name squircle, I guess. This shape is reminiscent of the original Galaxy Gear Sport from 2017. But the main problem here is actually, I would say, the color and also everything that goes along with it. For whatever reason though, out of the entire color palette, Samsung chose orange as the accent color for the titanium grey color variant of the Galaxy Watch Ultra, and it is used in pretty much all of their marketing materials. If you haven't already realized, using this watch design and this color with this strap design instantly reminds people of the Apple Watch Ultra. I don't blame whoever just said that this new Galaxy Watch Ultra is a copy of the Watch Ultra from Apple, because if I just take a quick glance, then I also thought that this is the Apple Watch Ultra too. Even the new button at the side is now in orange color as well, which I don't know why Samsung did this. It could have been the blue color that Samsung has used for the Galaxy Gear Sport in 2017. You know, maybe make that blue color to become the Samsung blue color. That would be much better than what we have right now. But then if we take a look at the titanium silver and titanium white color variants of the Galaxy Watch Ultra, then we can see that these colorways are actually more distinct, and personally speaking, the titanium white is the nicest out of all the three color options available. The watch's mid-frame is indeed made out of titanium, as we can see from the different texture, but the top and bottom parts are made out of other materials. Honestly speaking, I think this watch's design is much more comfortable compared to the previous Galaxy Watch 6 Classic that I'm wearing, as I can now twist my wrist upwards and it still feels good. And I won't have any accidents like blocking the speaker and whatnot.
Although there's no chance of rain in Seri Kembangan today, there's a moderate chance of rain on Monday from around midnight until Tuesday around 3 AM. Currently in Petaling Jaya it's 33 degrees and partly cloudy. Today, it'll be partly cloudy, with a forecast high of 34 and a low of 27. Due to the current humidity, it feels like it's 38.
And also, this is a speaker test because I do think that the Galaxy Watch Ultra speaker just sounds a lot clearer. And I can't actually show you how tight the new vibration motor in the Watch Ultra really is, so I can only describe it to you. The vibration is now deliberate clicks, and it doesn't just vibrate violently like what we had previously, and I think this is just a much better improvement in terms of haptic feedback, since I do use the watch as my alarm, and combined with the improved speakers, yeah, it truly just elevates the experience a lot on the Watch Ultra. When I was using the Galaxy Watch Ultra though, the first thing that I realized is the super smooth performance. Samsung upgraded the chipset of this watch to the new Exynos W1000, and it is a penta-core chipset, one high-performance single-core and another low-powered quad-core. This is also Samsung's first ever chipset to be manufactured using the FOPLP process. This results in a lag-free experience, and I can do whatever I want on this watch and it just works very well compared to the previous generations. There are still some frame skips here and there when I skip across the widgets very quickly, but everything else like launching apps and whatnot, it is very responsive. It is actually quite a stark contrast compared to this Galaxy Watch 6 Classic that I was wearing for the past year. Now, the battery life on the Galaxy Watch Ultra though, this is a bit complicated because personally speaking, it is great, but you have to understand some of the quirks that are going on here. So this watch has a bigger battery of 590 mAh and it can last me for more than 2 days from one single charge. To be precise though, it lasts for about 56-ish hours, I would say. I still charge it every 2 days, but I will still have around 30% battery left when I do so. Of course, we need to talk about the charging speed. Yeah, this watch does take a super long time to charge. And for whatever reason, this new Galaxy Watch Ultra cannot be charged via reverse wireless charging from their phones. It explicitly states in a pop-up message saying that it cannot be charged this way. I have no idea why, but this means that we do need to pack the charger with us if we are traveling or in case we need a emergency top-up for the battery. I want to talk more about the Galaxy Watch Ultra here. I know this is my room setup. I apologize for my super messy table, and this charger here is the Galaxy Watch 6 Classics charger, this watch that I have here. Yeah, it's an orange band because I like orange, don't add me. And this cable here, I remember you can actually read the rating on the cable and it will say what speed it is. I'm not sure if you can see this on the cable itself. It's very difficult to read. It says here the power input is at 5 volts 2 amps. So one comment that I received is that, so the comment said that this new Galaxy Watch Ultra's charger is slightly different in shape and it is also faster, but I have seen the label on the cable and it is still a 5 volts 2 amps charger, so the charging speed is identical. What's different here though is that the curvature of this charger, the convexity of the charger is completely different from the old charger. As you can see, this old one is a lot flatter. And then this new Galaxy Watch Ultra's charger is more convex. So I'm not sure if the light is gonna help portray that, but you can see it's a lot more curved. And this curvature is also why it doesn't work with Samsung's wireless power share on their phones. So I hope that clears up this part of the review because it perplexed me and that comment actually did point me into the right direction. Oh, if you haven't realized, then there is a graduated bezel all around the screens and it aligns with the hours of the analog clock. But if you are like me and prefers to use a digital watch face, then these lines on the bezels are gonna be unnecessary. In fact, I think they shouldn't be there at all. Yeah, I said it. And I say this because this bezel cannot be rotated. Yes, it looks like the bezel from the Galaxy Watch 6 Classic that I was wearing, but it's stationary on the Galaxy Watch Ultra. That orange button on the side here though looks like a crown at first, but it also cannot be rotated either. So yeah, we are back to using the edge of the screen and rotating it around and treating this like a virtual rotating bezel. I personally don't mind this since I don't really use the rotating bezel, but I know many people like to have a rotating bezel on their smartwatch. So yeah, I just want to point that out to you guys. In terms of software, it is using a One UI 6.0 watch and it remains largely the same as before. There are new widgets and new watch faces and a few exclusive features for the Galaxy Watch Ultra like night mode watch faces. But this feature only works for this particular analog watch face. If you're going down to the comments and say, Samsung copied Apple because the night mode watch face is in red color, then stop. It just makes sense to be red color because red is the lowest energy of visible light. According to the Sleep Foundation on this website right here, red light is the most suitable at night to accommodate our sleep. And I agree, looking at this screen when it's entirely red in complete darkness is actually better for my eyes since it doesn't hurt like any other colored watch faces. But personally, up until now, I really do like this watch face. It's informative, and Samsung decided to update this watch face with a new variant with even more information to be displayed on the screen, and I immediately changed to that. Combined with the new, brighter and more beautiful screen, it just feels so much better to use compared to the previous generation. It still has the same screen size and resolution as before, like the Galaxy Watch 6 Classic by the way. And since the Galaxy Watch Ultra is using Wear OS, we can actually download whatever watch faces that we want from the App Store and then download those free or paid watch faces and use them as we like. Now back to those buttons at the side of the watch. There is an additional orange button this time around, and it is called the Action button. It is indeed customizable directly on the watch itself or through Samsung's wearable apps on the phone, but there really isn't much to be done on this button here. Honestly speaking, none of these actions are really useful for me, so I just decided to make it a torch button. Yeah. Those other two buttons function just the same as other Galaxy watches, so yeah, there's really nothing much to talk about those two buttons. It is accented, so that's worth pointing out, I guess. Pinch gesture is also now a part of the standard features for the Galaxy Watch Ultra, and this is rather useful in certain scenarios like picking up phone calls or dismissing alarms or timers. Now, before you say this feature is a copy of Apple's pinch gestures, then let me tell you that it is actually not. Samsung had this feature many years ago, but it is hidden under the accessibility menu. The Galaxy Watch Ultra does have a new slew of sensors beneath it, and it can more accurately measure health metrics such as heart rate, sleep quality, blood pressure, blood oxygen levels, and also stress levels. But if you want to know about the accuracy of this new slew of sensors, then I highly recommend you to watch this channel right here because they did a lot of scientific tests, and I just highly recommend you to watch their channel. It is called the Quantified Scientists, by the way. If you want to know any wearables measurement data accuracy, then that channel has you covered. Highly recommend that guy. The Galaxy Watch Ultra also has a brand new feature called the Advanced Glycation End Products or AGES Index, as stated in the app. And according to the app, it says that this AGES Index can give me a sense of my metabolic health, which reflects my overall biological aging process. I have no idea what all this means, and mine is slightly on the higher side. Now, if we look at the back of the watch again, we can see that the strap is now using this push to unlock mechanism. Yes, all of our straps from the non-Ultra Galaxy watches do not work with this watch because it is using an entirely new mechanism. The width of this new strap is at 24mm, which is 4mm wider than before, but I guess once again that doesn't actually matter since none of our existing straps will work with this watch. Of course, there are many other first-party straps that you can buy, but third-party watch accessory makers already have many different straps available for the Watch Ultra. The included strap is actually quite decent, I would say. They call this the Marine Band, and I think it is made out of silicone. It's really thick too. Those holes at the side, I presume they are meant for weight reduction, and the watch locks in place with these two holes. It's very secure, and I never once had the excess of the strap flap around. They are adjustable as well, which I really like. According to Samsung's website, even these metal bits on this strap is made out of titanium as well. And if you live in the US, then you can actually select what strap and what color you want bundled with your Galaxy Watch Ultra's color of choice. I think that is a really good move, and I'm actually very jealous of that. One thing that I should point out is that the Galaxy Watch Ultra is only available in LTE versions and there is no Bluetooth variant. However, I am treating this watch like a Bluetooth watch since my postpaid plan with my telco doesn't have any eSIM included, so I can't use it with this watch. That is also part of the reason why the Galaxy Watch Ultra's price is eye-wateringly expensive at $649.99 US dollars or 3,399 Malaysian ringgit. But we will have links down in the description below for a much better deal, because I think you don't really have to pay retail price for any Samsung devices at all. So there you have it. So the question now remains, should you buy the Galaxy Watch Ultra? Well, this watch is indeed jam-packed with many other features like withstanding 55 degrees Celsius of heat, 10 atmospheric pressure of water, or up to 9 kilometers of altitude. And while I do, these features will only be utilized by a niche group of people, most people will still buy the Galaxy Watch Ultra because it is the latest and greatest smartwatch by Samsung and they like the way it looks and feels. I mean, I'm actually one of the people in the latter group, so yeah, but don't judge me because I need to review these products anyway. When I saw the Galaxy Watch Ultra at first, I didn't actually like it, but it grew on me and I actually prefer this over the Classics design. But nothing beats the clean bezel-less design on the Galaxy Watch 7 though. Partly because I don't like rotating bezels on my watches, so that's my personal preference. So let me know down in the comment section below. What do you think of the new Galaxy Watch Ultra? Specifically about how it looks, because that is the biggest debate on the internet right now. Remember to like and subscribe while you're on your way down to the comment section, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.